Welcome to the world of music, culture, and passion, where the rhythm of Africa come alive. And the spirit of the people is celebrated. This is the world of Wiyaala.
Hi everyone, my name is Wiyaala, the Lioness of Africa. Welcome to the Upper West region. Welcome to Fonsi. Welcome to the Lioness Kingdom. Rah!
We are here in the Lioness Kingdom in Fonsi to have a podcast episode with the Lioness of Africa, Wiyaala.
Why would you be successful and you come back home?
Yes.
If I were you, I'll just live abroad. The mentality of we Ghanaians, for that matter Africans, when you make it, you live abroad. You don't even want to know about home. But when you are sick and dying, you now come and build your grave in your hometown.
Join us as Wiyaala take us on a journey through the heart of Africa, sharing her music and culture with the world. Wiyaala is undoubtedly one of the top most musicians and entertainers from the savannah or the northern part of Ghana, if you like, specifically the Upper West region of Ghana, that has grown through her craft to become a global superstar. In this episode of the North Podcast, we talk about her career, how far she has come, why she is called the Lioness of Africa, what makes her unique, some of the things that inspired or challenged her on her journey, and why she decided to go back to her village rather than living in the big cities. Why artists from the northern part of Ghana finds it difficult to break through on the national and international stages.
Everybody wants to be a Jay-Z. Everybody wants to be a Beyonce. Beyonce is in America. Jay-Z is in America. Rihanna is in America. I love all these artists. But Masa, you are born in a different environment.
Yeah.
You can't bring America culture here.
To Ghana. Yeah.
When you play xylophone, dondo, you cannot mix it. It's already mixed and mastered. Let's believe in the sound.
And some amazing things about Wiyaala you never knew.
Which means
So come with me on this journey to Fonsi, to the Lioness Kingdom, on this episode of the North Podcast for an amazing conversation with the Lioness of Africa, Wiyaala. This is the interview of Wiyaala you've not seen before.
Welcome to an exclusive edition of North Chat. Today's edition of North Chat is a special one because we've traveled all the way from Tamale to Wa, and now we are in the Lioness Kingdom in Fonsi. Today I'm here with my sister Wiyaala for us to have a chit chat about herself, her career, and what inspires her or what inspired her to get to where she has gotten to. Wiyaala is somebody who is well celebrated all over the world, and it is very important we give her that due recognition as one of us, as a Northerner who is raising the flag of the North so high. So today we are in Fonsi to have a chit chat with my sister Wiyaala. Welcome to North Chat, Wiyaala.
Thank you very much.
It's an honor to have this conversation.
It's an honor that you traveled from wherever,
yes, Tamale to Wa,
to Wa,
yes,
to Fonsi.
Yes.
A lot of people are a bit reluctant to come over here, but I'm really happy and grateful that you are here. So welcome.
I must say it's a refreshing environment.
Thank you.
We've been here since morning and we've been enjoying the place. We've seen some performances.
I know, and I've been doing. So my voice is almost like.
Oh yeah, killed. Yeah, right. Let's start the conversation with your name. I love the name so much, Wiyaala.
Yeah, it's actually Wiyaala Rejimba.
Wiyaala Rejimba. Okay.
Yeah, it means the doer knows best what they do.
Okay.
If somebody is doing something, and you don't ask them, you will never know why they do what they do. So the doer knows best.
Best, yes.
You are doing your job. You go around interviewing
people.
If we don't ask you, why do you do what you do?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
We never know.
Yeah.
And most especially so because we are in a world where people just see things and then they judge. They don't ask.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't judge quickly.
I think basically that sets
ask.
it right. Yes, yes, amazing. Let me ask you, how did your music journey start? How did you get into music? I mean, and
my
now you're a
music journey.
big star in the whole world.
My music journey started in Funsi here.
Here.
In the church.
Okay.
Of course, these days you not see me in the church singing a lot because you know when you go secular, there's a bit of confliction. But my sound is not too circular in a way that the church is not going to be like, oh, she's been too. It's still connected to the church. So I started in the church as Children of Mary with my mother singing in the choir. And I used to drum, and that's how I started. So after church, I thought, hey, I can sing a bit more than just church songs.
Just church, yeah.
So I took it out to mainstream or secular music, as some people call it. And that's how it started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But so far, how's the journey been? Because we sit from outside and we see a lot of exciting performances around the world. But just as you said, we would have to hear from your own mouth. How has the journey been for you?
The journey has been
the journey, yes.
Rough, smooth, and sweet. Rough to start with, smooth when you have put in the work and keep going, and then sweet when you start getting back the profits or the results. The good results and the positive vibes from the people around you. I said rough for the first time, like when you start to introduce yourself to the world. Even your own people will doubt you. People outside will doubt you.
Yes.
People that are not even within your own country will doubt you because they don't know you. You need to convince them about what you are doing.
And what you can do.
And what you can do. And it takes time. It takes patience. It takes calmness. Just stick to that one thing. But gradually, the rough became smooth and the smooth became sweet. Because in the end, I think a lot of people finally realized what Wiyaala was all about. And it's now that they are seeing that Wiyaala is all about good energy, positive vibes, just doing her thing and inviting everybody to join if you want to.
Yes.
And I'm not forcing anybody to like my music, but hey, I'm like, hi, my name is Wiyaala. I'm from Funsi, Upper West, Northern Ghana, and I have something small to offer you. I just want to entertain you. Do you want it or not? But wherever people say yes, I go. Wherever people say no, I don't go. That is reality. You're not going to get everybody that would like you. You need to accept that. Some people are just not going to like you because you're either short, you are too tall, you are too successful, you are too dark, you are too light-skinned, you don't speak their language, or you speak their language. But all in all, if you have a positive attitude and you just let love lead, gradually, you find your way. So that's how it is.
You seem to have a lot of energy.
Oh, yes.
Tell us how growing up in Funsi was like for you as a little girl.
Yes.
Growing up in Funsi.
We moved to Funsi in the early 2000s, 2001.
Okay.
My grandfather was the chief of Funsi. So when we came to Funsi, my mother used to help him with his medicines because, of course, she could read the medicine, the dosage, and was it dosage, right? How much he would take a day and not take a day. So when we came, I was around 11. So I literally grew up here and becoming a young woman in Funsi. When we came to Funsi, there was no light. We got electricity in 2012.
Wow.
but life was still fun. I've seen a lot of young men and women that I grew up here with. They all now have babies, like 4, 5, which means I'm a bit old. Yeah, mine is coming soon.
Very soon. Okay.
But Fonsi has taught me to appreciate, respect, value the little things that I have, and not take anything for granted. That's what Fonsi has taught me. So growing up in Fonsi has been wild, amazing, exciting, and a lot of life lessons to be learned from when you don't have nothing to having something small. I say something small because I don't see myself to be like I have it all. No. So Fonsi has taught me how to manage when you don't have and when you have something small.
Would you say that those experiences also shaped you
Of
to
course.
be that strong? I mean, as you.
Oh, Fonsi has shaped me a lot to be very independent. Because in Fonsi, a lot of people work for themselves. Almost every family in Fonsi, they are farmers.
Wow.
That's the first occupation here. When you are a kid, your first experience to get a job or to do something for yourself is usually farm work,
yes.
or you go hunting. So a lot of the boys and girls here can really shoot.
Shoot.
Oh yes, either with a gun or a catapult.
Okay.
But usually with a catapult first.
Yes.
You need to aim. So that has taught me to be independent. Make your own. We even build our own houses ourselves. When you are building your house, your brother or your cousin comes to help.
I help you.
You farm your own food and you eat
Your own
what
food.
you have farmed. So here is like organic. It's very organic in Fonsi. You farm what you eat. And
what you
it has
farm.
been like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. When I mean, obviously, Wiyaala is a household name in Ghana now.
Yeah.
When did you first get your breakthrough in Ghana
I
as a
got my
musician?
breakthrough through Vodafone Icons.
Okay.
After 3 years of trying and nobody not minded me, I kept going. Then finally we won Vodafone Icons. After I tried Stars of the Future. After I won, I became very popular nationally. But locally within Upper West region, I was already popular.
You were already popular, yes.
Because
yes.
I used to go and be backing up artists that were popular. So I'll back them at a studio called Echo Sounds Studios
In Wa.
in Wa. And when I go and back, they pay me something. Like 2,000 Ghana. That's not a 2,000 today though. Like that was
Those
2
days.
cities.
Yeah,
2 cities though. It was 2,000 Ghana. Charlie, but now buy like Benz. But no, I can't buy Benz here because the road, you buy Benz, you be hitting rocks. But now the road is okay.
Yeah, I think they are working on that.
So I used to back up artists to make some money. And that's how it was.
That's
Until
where,
one producer, Razbingi, decided to produce my first album called Tuma.
Wow. Yeah,
Tuma means work.
Yeah.
If you don't work,
You will not go.
you will not eat.
Chop.
So my whole life has been about independence. Whether
Hard
you're a
work.
boy or a girl, a man or a woman, a gentleman or a lady. I have learned that no matter what you are doing, if you want something, go get it. But try as much as you can to be as independent as you can be. Of course, you will need help from people. I didn't say want. You will need help from people. Because without people helping you, the limit, you have a certain limit you can't cross.
Yes.
So, but I've always learned to do things for myself. So, yeah.
We are talking about breakthrough in Ghana, but then also you are one of the artists or musicians from Ghana who is also known worldwide.
Yeah.
When did that breakthrough also come, or it was just, I mean, within the same period?
After winning Vodafone Icons, I had met a manager in the classroom.
Okay.
That's why I always say take education seriously. My little education I have had, I know some people is not little. I've been to primary, secondary, and tertiary. I met my manager, who was my teacher. So the breakthrough came internationally when I started performing abroad. My first gig was in the Netherlands. I was invited by George Duncan with his wife to go to the Netherlands to perform. And that was because my whole craft, my whole brand was authentic or authentically African and Ghanaian.
Wow.
Ghanaian and African, if I'll say. They wanted to see someone from Ghana coming to represent Ghana and sing Ghanaian songs. Like, not like sing Ghanaian songs, but also, oh, this girl is from Ghana, so she's coming with the culture. So that was the first time. And after I performed that show in the Netherlands, that was it. Word of mouth got me around. And people just started booking me around the world. That's how it happened.
It started.
Yeah, like joke, but when you are your real self, you will attract the real people that can help you make something, and you also make something. So please, no fake life.
No fake life.
It doesn't take you anywhere.
No fake life.
Fake life only kind of exists on social media. It's just my opinion. I'm not telling anybody to do anything.
Okay, so let me ask, what genre of music do you do? What do you classify?
What genre of music?
Kind of music?
I think whatever I do, there's a pop element to it.
Okay.
Whether I do traditional, African, I think I can do all the genres in the world if I wanted to. But I chose African music, and I call it Afro-pop because I have been influenced by some Western instrumentation and singing. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I've liked Michael Jackson, Madonna, Brenda Fassie, Angelique Kidjo. But when you check all these people, it's pop. So I've been influenced with the pop culture. At the same time, I'm still keeping my Sesala, Wiyaala, Dagari, Northern Ghanaian origins. So I call it Afro-pop. And Afro-pop for me, I can go all genre whenever I feel like it. Yeah.
You are called the Lioness of Africa.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about it.
The Lioness of Africa, yes. You see, the lioness doesn't wait to be fed. The lioness doesn't just sit there and lazy about. The lioness actually goes out there to hunt. And even when the lioness have babies, she will still go out there and hunt for her babies. I chose the lioness with my team. They chose the lioness for me because everything I do, the independence, the go-getter,
represents
the dare to be different, not afraid to strike, the patience to wait,
and the resilience,
and strike the right prey with all the juicy things.
Wow.
It's all traits of a lioness. And I think all women are like that. All of us as women, we are all lionesses. Because the way we take care of our children, our husbands, our families, we contemplate, we calculate, we think before we do things.
Take action.
And every woman is a lioness. So I thought, and because lionesses are found in Africa, what better animal to use as my totem? And the lioness is more feared because when you see a lion is coming, everybody all the antelopes and things will hide. If the lioness is if the lion is the queen of the king of the jungle, the lioness is the queen.
Wow.
So I've left the space for the lion to come in because I respect the opposite sex, and I believe we need each other to survive. So when people see me doing feminist things, I am not against men. I am the lioness, but I need my lion.
Absolutely.
So that the world will be a better place. We need each other.
And I think, I mean, feminism should be more of trying to understand ourselves as human beings and complementing each other.
And not put each other down.
Exactly.
Women shouldn't try to put men down to feel like you are women.
Yes.
Men shouldn't put women down to make them men. We need each other because together we build. That's why I'm part of this NGO called Hi Charlie.
Amazing.
Together we develop.
Amazing.
We need each other.
Absolutely. You performed at the 90th birthday of Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
How was that feeling? I mean, a young girl from Fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, who never imagined to.
Yes.
I mean,
I really never imagined.
How was that feeling like for a moment? I mean,
for a moment, it was amazing and forever amazing. I think I was one I think it was the first one I did. And it was good to be invited by the British High Commissioner, by then John Benjamin. He invited me. He has been a huge fan. He's very supportive. After I actually performed at the Queen's Birthday at the British High Commissioner's house, John Benjamin, he managed to get me to Walmart.
Wow.
Oh yes, he recommended me to go abroad and perform at Walmart, one of the biggest world stages in the world. Festival. So it was good. It was good.
Just as you said earlier, there can't be success without challenges.
Of course.
What has been your biggest challenge, your biggest setback when it comes to your journey in music?
My biggest challenges and setback has been when you come back home and you want to build with your own people. There's this perception. Why are you coming back home? Is it that you have failed? Is it that you are not successful abroad? Why would you be successful and you come back home? If I were you, I'll just live abroad. I'll not even come back because here's hell. It's frustrating, blah, blah, blah. But gradually, I think by example, our own people are beginning to realize that no, it's not like we cannot live abroad. We can live the good life. But when you've lived here, you are born in Africa, in your small community, and you see the hassles, the challenges, you go make it. And you know deep down that if I come back, of course, it's not going to be easy. I'll face some challenges. But when it finally comes together, you'll not be the only one that's going to benefit. Your whole community is going to benefit because of your goodwill. You will come back. And I encourage everybody that has that left because you went abroad and you made it and you are thinking, I'm not going to waste my time coming back home. Come back home. If we don't, who are you expecting to come and build your own communities? So the challenge is for me, it's not because there's no light or whatever, but it's the mentality of we Ghanaians, for that matter, Africans. When you make it, you live abroad. You don't even want to know about home. But when you are sick and dying, you now come and build your grave in your hometown. That is not good. So let's encourage ourselves. That's my only challenge. The rest can be dealt with. It's normal. Even if you go around the world, it's like that. But this attitude about we Ghanaians, when you make it, run away to the West and live a good life. It's fine if you want to live there because it suits you, but in my opinion, I will encourage, if there's anything you can do to develop your community, your small village somewhere, please do it. And when you do it, don't expect any reward. Just do it because you are a human being and it's the right thing to do, and just have good faith. But please, before you do it, make sure you are happy doing it. Make sure you are confident doing it. Make sure you have already helped yourself so that you have peace of mind to do it. Don't just come and do it because Wiyaala say come home. Don't come and kill yourself because it can be very, very difficult. Develop yourself first. Move on first. Make sure you are a bit okay on yourself first so that when you come, no matter the frustrations, you can handle it.
Let me get to a broader, sense of the conversation. You are a northern artist, or an artist or a musician from northern descent, and you've made it big. There is this notion that a lot of artists from the northern part find it difficult to break through the national market because of either a conscious effort or a subconscious effort not to support artists from the north and that kind of thing. What is your take on that?
You see, I would say a big no to that. When it comes to support, let's be realistic, let's be honest. We the young ones, whenever we are going into the art and entertainment industry, do we really project or show something that our own people are familiar with? No. Everybody wants to be a Jay-Z. Everybody wants to be a Beyonce. Beyonce is in America. Jay-Z is in America. Rihanna is in America. I love all these artists. But Masa, you are born in a different environment. You can't bring America culture here.
To Ghana.
You can't come and wear bikini in front of your chief. turn around and be twerking and think that your elders are going to sell their cattle and give you their money to support your music career. You have to be very sensible. Americans, Beyonce, Rihanna, I love them. They have a huge influence in my life when it comes to sound, music, business mind. But you have to be very aware of where you are born. If you wear a bikini here and go on stage, who will come and pay and watch you? That is not part of the culture here.
So you think it's rather the case of a misplaced priority?
Misplaced priorities.
The artists or the musicians?
Come on, let's be realistic. You can still be very sexy wearing your traditional costume. Come on, those days, women never wore bra and things. But today, of course, we cover our breasts because, of course, we don't want to sexually harass people because, in a way, it's not too decent. If you want to copy Rihanna or Beyonce, there's a way you can still do the music traditionally, but still pleasing your own people because this is a community you are born. You come and you are then you learn from different cultures, and you want your own people to now accept you to something they are not familiar with. That is where you are not going to get the support. So the big man sitting there, who is a traditional African Northern Upper West Sisala man, will not support you because what you are presenting to him, he doesn't understand. It's even thought-provoking. It's too much for them to handle. So let's not get into our mind, I have the right to do this, it's my right, I'm different. Yeah, you are different. But you also have to take responsibility. I know in my community, I cannot wear a bikini and go perform. But I can equally wear a dance costume that is short. All I have to do is just cover my nipples, show my belly, and still dance Bena.
Because that's what they relate to.
Exactly. It's the same when you compare to the bikini thing. So don't copy blindly. It doesn't matter how much you adore somebody elsewhere from a different country. But never forget, the cultures are different. And you need to understand. Don't be stupid. Don't copy blindly, I always say. Yes, be inspired from different parts of the world. But always remember, your community is not the same to whoever you are copying from. So take the good bits you can take and add to what you already know that works in your community. And I think you get all the support you need. Today, when you came, we're at the Chanceer, we're at the High Chalet and Chanceer dance group, we're dancing. We're doing all the moves.
Amazing.
Everybody's happy.
Amazing.
This is something we know. So we are going with the custom and tradition.
Which is also unique.
At the same time, we're entertaining.
Want to see,
that's all. So please, don't copy blindly. Copy sensibly and intelligently, and you'll be. Is that even a word in English? I always invent my own word.
Yes.
Copy with intelligence. Don't copy blindly. Copy the right things from wherever you are copying and add to what you already know. And I think you'll be fine and you get all the support from the people that really have the money and the investment to give. Because when you check, it's the older generation that can really support us. So please, compromise sometimes more. And stop all this arrogant behavior like, it only works with our peers. Oh, come on, my nigga. No. There's no word for my nigga in Africa. Let's be realistic.
I get the point you're
There's no word.
Because myself, I've been advocating for the fact that you know, it's like we've left what we rightfully own, and we are trying to do best. What
if the people say my nigga didn't brand it well, will you even be attracted to it? So why don't you also make your own attractive? So that when you meet them, you collaborate on good grounds and good level. Nobody's insulting anybody. Nobody is belittling the other. So I beg, if you are watching me, my brothers and my sisters, study your environment and do the right thing. Be sensible, don't fool, please.
But would you let's also rate, you know, the kind of you know, sound, the kind of quality a lot of our artists from the north produce. Do you think is of that standard that would, you know, let's even put the knowing where you come from bit of it. There is that bit of music that makes people want to listen, the quality of the sound. Do you think we are there yet? We are there. Okay. We've been there. We have always been there. But self-confidence is our problem. Okay. Because the music was produced as on small studio,
You're thinking, unless it crosses over. No.
Self-doubt.
We need to stop it. Self-doubt. Lack of belief. We're not even confident with what we have. There's nothing more authentic than to just pick the xylophone and play. When you play xylophone, dondo, you cannot mix it. It's already mixed and mastered. Let's believe in the sound, so that before you take it to cross over, the thing is already unique. If you're talking about international sound, of course, I'm not going to disagree. There's some production levels that you will need to get to make your sound cut across. But you don't need to add too much. When it comes to those kind of production, all it has to do is just money. That's what I'm saying. Do the right thing in your community to get the people that can give you money to give your international sound. International sound doesn't necessarily mean you have to go change the instrumentation. Have the basic instrumentation, but when you pay something small, they boost it. It's all about boosting. Because whether we like it or not, every country, everybody has their talent. We might be good with the organic sound, but we need help from our friends abroad to cut it across. That is why I think for some weird reason God has created it like that. When you get the sound here, you get somebody abroad to collaborate with you to cut across. That's all you need. But the sound here, there's nothing wrong with it. And language is not a barrier.
I think
we're all dancing to Gangnam Style.
That's one of the things.
Do you know the meaning of Gangnam Style? Do you know?
No, I don't.
I still don't know. But we dance. I still don't know.
You've put it right.
Language is not a barrier.
Komla Domo, the late Komla Domo, said something that, stuck with me for, till now. He said that make sure you, I'm paraphrasing him, make sure you conquer where you come from.
Yes.
And the world will come for you.
They will come for you.
Yes, yes. Because it's these same people who would, project you for the world. Be
confident. Be self-motivated. Don't be thinking about the short term. Would you rather have the one lollipop now or have a factory that can produce you a lollipop or lollipops for the rest of your life? Wow. Self-belief. Underestimating ourselves. Everything black. Stop thinking it's inferior. We are very intelligent people.
Absolutely.
We have the know-how.
Absolutely.
Was it? Yeah, we do.
We do. Yeah.
We just have to collaborate with people, because in the end, we need each other to develop, to move higher,
and to grow.
There's nothing wrong with our sound. But having said that, when you are doing the sound, do your best to give it your best so that the quality can go. We have the quantity. It's the quality we need to add and we'll be fine. If not, there's nothing wrong with our sound.
Wow. Thanks for watching the part 1 of the podcast with Wiyaala. Don't forget to stick around for the part 2 of the conversation by subscribing and putting us on post notifications so you don't miss that part 2, where she went into details about why she doesn't file for VGMAs anymore and what happened between her and Shatta Wale in the US few months ago.